Hey, welcome to Fran's Yoga and welcome to this little bit of core yoga flow. I have a really fun yoga flow planned for us today. If you have a block, grab that block and place it at the top of your mat. If you don't have a block, that's totally cool. To get started, let's come to a seated position, facing the top of your mat. Bring one foot in front of the other. And then take your hands to your knees, roll your shoulders back and grow through the crown of your head. Let's start with a seated cat-cow. So inhale, draw your chest forward, shoulders roll back, gaze comes up. Exhale, round your spine and tuck your chin. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Come back to center, inhale, arms lift up, and then gentle twist over to the right, capturing your right knee with your left hand behind you, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, come up, exhale, gentle twist over to the left. Capturing your left knee with your right hand behind you. Breathe in and breathe out. And then come forward. Let's start to warm it up. So bring your hands under your thighs and start to lean back. Bring your shins parallel with the earth and take your arms forward, Navasana, boat pose. Let's take 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles and hug your knees in. Let's take your head from one side and roll it over to the other side. And then come back to center and come to a tabletop position. Grip the mat, tuck your toes, lift it up, downward facing dog. Start to pedal your feet, bending one knee and the other, getting a really nice stretch down the back of your legs, through your hamstrings, calves, and rolling out your feet. And then come to stillness, push the mat away, inhale. Exhale, let's walk to the top of our space and meet in a wide leg forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, let your head hang heavy, sway side to side. And then release your hands, inhale, halfway lift, heel, toe your feet together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly round it up. Arms come up, gaze comes up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release them down by your side. Roll your shoulders back, ground down through your feet. Grow through the crown of your head. Find mountain pose. Let's do a few sun salutations to warm it up. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive your heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back, followed by your left, moving into plank. Inhale, push the floor away. Exhale, shift forward, come all the way down. Release your back toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, push it up through plank to downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Long exhale. And then inhale, come onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees. Use your core as you hop it forward. When you get there, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release them down by your sides. Let's do it on the other side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, dive your heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back, followed by your right. Push the floor away. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward, come all the way down. Release your back toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, come forward. Push it up through plank to downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale on the balls of your feet, bend your knees, and hop it forward. When you get there, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center, release them down by your sides. Roll your shoulders back, ground down through your feet, and grow through the crown of your head. Find mountain pose. Let's move into our flow. So take your feet together, and then inhale, send your arms high, hips go low. Exhale, let's shift the weight into the balls of our feet, lifting your heels and flying your arms back. Inhale, come back, chair pose. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, come to stand, hands come to heart center. Exhale, fold on over. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot back, followed by your left, moving into plank. If you'd like, take a chaturanga or the vinyasa of your choice. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Right leg draws up. And then exhale, bring that knee to your nose. Tap your nose and then place your foot in between your hands. Inhale, open it up, warrior two. Exhale, sink into it, expand, take up space. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, tip it forward, extended side angle. So you can bring your forearm to your thigh and then extend your top arm forward. Knit those lower ribs in so you're still engaging your core. Breathe in and breathe out. Now take your hand to your hip, and this is where the block is going to come in. Step that back foot up, reach for the block. Coming into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. See if you can reach out through that back foot. Maybe float your top arm up. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly step it back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. Spin on that back foot and place weight into your left hand. You're going to move into Vashisthasana, side plank. You can always drop that bottom knee. Lift your top arm up, lift your hips up, breathe in. And breathe out. Come forward to normal plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Come high on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, shift your weight forward, and use your core to hop it to the top of your mat. When you get there, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands start center, release them down by your sides. Roll your shoulders back, ground down through your feet, and grow through the crown of your head. Come back to mountain pose. Let's do it again on the other side. Bring your feet together. And then inhale, arms float up, hips go low, chair pose. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Come on the balls of your feet, arms float behind you. Inhale, come back, chair pose. Exhale, stay here. And then inhale, come to stand, hands to heart center. Exhale, let's fold on over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back, followed by your right. Moving into plank, shift forward, take the vinyasa of your choice. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Left leg draws up. And then exhale, tap your nose with your knee. Step that foot in between your hands. Inhale, open it up, warrior two. Exhale, expand, get wide, take up space. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Exhale, send your forearm to your thigh. Reach that top arm over. Knit your lower ribs in. Keep your core engaged. Extended side angle. Breathe in and breathe out. Now take your hand to your hip. Step that back foot up. You can take the block Or maybe try tenting your fingers and reaching for the ground. Lift that back leg up. Lift your top arm up. If you're feeling good, breathe in and breathe out. Slowly bring your gaze back to the ground and step it back with control, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the mat. And come to low lunge. Place weight into your right hand as you send your foot back for Vashisthasana, side plank. Lift your hips high, top arm is reaching up, breathe in. And breathe out. Come forward, normal plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, long exhale. Inhale, onto the balls, you bend your knees and hop it forward. When you get there, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands start center. Release your hands down by your sides. Nice work. Roll your shoulders back. Ground down through your feet. Grow through your crown of your head. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, dive your heart forward. Let's move to the floor. Bend your knees. And then maybe come to stand on your toes for a moment. Flipping your palms. And touch your knees to the ground. We'll move into a tabletop and then come to a forearm plank. And totally cool if you'd like to skip this part, I'll meet you in child's pose. So take your forearms to the mat and then wrap your fingers around your opposite elbow to find the correct spacing. Forearms can be parallel, or I like to bring my palms together. Step your feet to the back of the mat, get a really nice tuck with your toes, and then sink your hips. Engage your shoulders. Let's take 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here or start to walk it up for dolphin. Keep engaging through your shoulders. 3 deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. And then tap your knees to the mat. Big toes come to touch, so your hips towards your heels. Walk your hands forward. Head comes down. Release, rest, and breathe in child's pose. Take one more breath. And then slowly come up. Let's kind of reverse it out. So take your knees together and your hands behind you. Fingertips point forward. Puff up your chest. Lift your gaze. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly come forward. Let's cross our ankles and come to sit on our mat. Bring your arms forward and come to lay all the way down. And then hug your knees into your chest. And send your legs long. Fingertips reaching out. Reach out through your toes. Get free. Take up space. And then once again, hug your knees into your chest. And bring your shins parallel with the earth. Let's tee our arms and do a little lower back release. So start sending your legs all the way to the right, and then all the way to the left. Use your arms as leverage to go slow. And then come all the way to the right. your left palm and send your gaze to the left. Close down your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. And then slowly come back to center and send your knees all the way over to the left. Flip your right palm, send your gaze to the right. Close down your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. And come back to center, hug your knees in. And then cross your ankles, start to rock and roll to a seated position. And come back to where we started. One foot in front of the other. Place your hands on your knees, roll your shoulders back and grow through the crown of your head. And then take your hands to heart center and close down your eyes. And with these last few breaths, I'll offer you this mantra. On your inhale, you can say to yourself, I am centered. And on your exhale, say to yourself, I am strong. Let's try it out. Inhale. I am centered. Exhale. I am strong. Inhale. I am centered. Exhale. I am strong. Inhale. I am centered. Exhale. I am strong. Last one on your own. Inhale. And exhale. Then bring a little smile to your face. And blink open your eyes. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center and release. Thank you for joining my practice today. Hopefully you enjoyed this little bit of core flow. If you did, hit like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, friends, stay centered, stay strong. Love to practice with you again.